So today I decided to go to Nantwich, which is a small market town just south of Crewe, and it was just a glorious day, and it was really busy considering this is filmed at like 8:30, and it's like already packed. It's the kind of place that has like its own fishmongers and independent cheese makers and a gorgeous post office and even VIP parking. It also has like a museum and yeah, independent like clothing shops like this House of Valerie. Ooh, she is posh. And yes, that is the church bells that you could hear, and it's just delightful. I went into the centre and first off I needed a coffee, I needed a Costa. Before I hit one of the 10 charity shops. Can't believe there's 10 and it's only a small town. So I'm in Nantwich. There's my jewels. Just try to find a Costa. So I went into this British Heart Foundation and I saw a sign. It was a sign for half price. So of course I went over on all the clothes, even though I'm kind of not buying as many clothes now, but when there's a sale on at the British Heart Foundation of all places, I've just got to. And yeah, I did end up finding something. I found a couple of bits actually. This BHS top was gorgeous. I also found the Korea concept here, and I did spot a Barber jacket, but they wanted like £40 for it, so I was like, no thank you. So yeah, these toys have obviously all been donated by one person, but there wasn't much there because they basically priced them really high. The only decent one was that Princess Leia doll. I can't guarantee it was brand new, and if it was, it would only go for about £45. Instead I got some bundles of Barbie clothes because I've got some Barbie sets I need to kit out. Now, I don't know about you, but I've been finding that clothing has gone up in price, but then toys have actually stabilised or even gone down, and they're trying to get rid of a lot. And yeah, apparently this charity shop, I didn't get the memo. Yeah, they were just very expensive. Although I did find this bag of Nickelodeon bubble things, toys, and basically they didn't have a price on, and I just took it to the girl on the counter. She said, oh, would you do £2? I said, yes please, thank you. And then swiftly made my way out. In hindsight, I should have got this Claudia Lugli shirt. It was only £12 and I could easily flip it for about 30. But yeah, I thought I'd leave it for now because I don't know. I've been a bit kind of like funny with those bread and butter brands at the moment. I've been picking them up for a lot cheaper elsewhere. So I've been wanting to save my money and then buy like higher price items. But in the meantime, I want to look at some non-clothing stuff. So Golden Compass, that's a bit vintage, a bit retro. And they wanted £20 for these 3 Orla Kylie mugs. No thanks. But they did have some really nice little dainty pottery and ceramics in the shop, which I liked. But everything else was way overpriced. No way. Oh my god. I would have come here first if I would have known. Stife bar. Oh, cool. Oh. Well, I've just been in the town hall because there was a tabletop sale. Didn't buy anything though. Wasn't much. Alright, we're going to Crewe. I have shopped a lot. I've been to a lot of charity shops and I have got quite a lot of stuff, so I think it's time to go home. Time to go home. And then I'll give you a bit of a haul. I got a couple of non-clothing items from Nantwich. This is probably my favourite. It is a Carlsberg Rugby Sevens promo thing, and it's from Hong Kong. Hong Kong bag, but one is sold for well £17 to £20, and I only got it for two, and it's got its lid still, so that's good. Look kind of naff, and then when you look at them, Dakin is a bit of a weird brand. Like it does sell, but there's obviously like there's a few things, but you got to worry about what. Listen to this. It's a little moth butterfly as well, just a novelty. I used to pick novelty KitchenAlia up all the time. I love the egg timers. I used to pick up them all the time. But yeah, this was actually £4, and it doesn't actually go for much. Short on the Korea dress, that's over there. That was £11. I got this. It's kind of like Japanesey, but it's Oasis, and I know it was only £2, but I don't know why I picked it up. It just looked really different. Bowden 14, £2.50. Lear gas for £3. It's an XL. It's quite a nice one actually. Really like Honda stuff. Like it's racing. I can't find this exact one. It's still pretty good. I only paid £1. And a Hush dress for £4. It's a size 6. I think is that a large or a medium? It's a nice little Hush dress. Paul Costello merino wool. Pure extra fine large merino wool. It was £5. Obviously not the season, but you never know. Been a bit of a Bowden day. £4.50. It was half price from the British Heart Foundation of all places. Can you imagine having a sale at the British Heart Foundation? It's just very colourful. Home stores. God rest in peace. £3. It's a size 12, but look at that. Look at that. Isn't that just like hippified? It's so cute. Galvin green Gore-Tex jacket for £3. It's kind of amazing. It's an XL as well. This was £4. The comps look alright actually. It's just a bit bobbled underneath. And it's a Hobbs dress. But it's like an orange, like a burnt orange kind of thing. But for £2. The thing is, when you go to these sort of like, so Nantwich is kind of like a typical middle class market town, and it has got some very nice shops. 10 charity shops, or 9 to 10 charity shops, and yet Crewe has only got like 5, and Crewe is the bigger town. You'd expect Nantwich to have smaller because it's like, you know, bit of a well-off. They shouldn't really do charity shops, you know, but they are flourishing. Price structure is kind of changing a little bit. Has anyone else noticed this? Where like lower level brands that we shouldn't really pick up, they're getting a bit pricier, but then the middle brands, which you can pick up if it's like £2, if it's not too expensive, and then you can flip them for like 10 to 15. That's a decent way of doing it. Go to the Pound Rail, try and find, you know, a £1 mint velvet top or something like that, and then try and flip it for 10. It can be done, but I'm finding that in charity shops, specifically these more middle class areas, they are pricing like River Island, Topman, H&M, New Look, Primark. They're pricing them at like £4 or £5, and then the more middle-y kind of lower high street brands, they're pricing them around the same. So it's kind of getting mixed up. And then you've got, like, for me, that's where I hit my bread and butter. So, like, you know, you can pick up a Levi, if you can pick up a pair of Levi jeans for less than £4 or £5, I think that's an easy flip. You know, if you can pick up, say, like a Gant shirt for like £4, you can flip it, put it up for 25, flip it for 20, that kind of thing. But now you're seeing like these bread and butter brands like Gant's, like Ralph Lauren, and they're pricing them at 10, 12, £15, and it's like, why would I want to sink my money into that? I mean, I get it, they're a charity, they don't not cater for us, you know, it's for everyday folk, and that's where they've got the money. It's still cheap clothing. But for me personally, I would rather hold on to my money, not buy the bread and butter stuff, and I would rather go after, say, like the Korea concept dress there. I know that's going to go for good money, and I was willing to shell out £11 for it. Now, £11 isn't a lot, but for me, it kind of is. Like, I'm used to buying like £1 items, but like, because my knowledge has grown a bit and developed, I'm picking up stuff like Career Concept, linen, perfect for the season, and I'm going to flip it for maybe 40 to £50. It's a good size. There's no blemishes or anything, nothing wrong with it. I'm willing to hold on to my money and then get a better item with a faster sell through, and usually that means shelling out a little bit more, but it means bypassing my bread and butter stuff, which I usually get, because they've overpriced it. Resellers, a lot of us go on, it's luck of the draw, depending where you've been and what you're going into at what time or what day, what week. You never know what's going to be on the pound rail. It's just luck, instinct, and knowledge. Those two, there's like a little dance that goes on whenever resellers go into a charity shop. You've got your instinct, like I saw this and I thought, oh, it can't be that, good. But then I saw the price was like, oh, £2. And I thought, hang on, Invitation Sevens, Hong Kong. It's a bit different. My knowledge of rugby is low, but I know that bar, that pub, kitchenalia or pub, stuff like that does actually do quite well. So there's that. I'm starting to realise that in terms of charity shops, I'm going to have to rein it in and start being a bit more circumspect about what I actually pick up. Like, am I going to save my money and go and buy the higher branded stuff? Even though the charity shop knows about it, they might still price it at a certain level that I can still make money on. So I could start doing that, because now my bread and butter stuff, I've been for the past year really experimenting with kilo sales, and I've been picking up the majority of my bread and butter stuff from kilo sales at a reduced price. It's cheaper to do that than it is at the charity shops. I may need to reassess my sourcing habits a little bit. Anywho, it was a fun day, and it's just good to disconnect and just go. I went to Nantwich and then Crewe and then home, and it was just so nice. So I love going on the train to different places. Expect more walkabouts, charity shop walkabouts, because I am going on lots of little mini journeys, mini getaways, and I can't wait. But yeah, thanks for watching. Where do you think I should go? Please comment below. I'm taking suggestions. And yeah, what did you do this week? Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.